MMAOddsBreaker Frank Trigg speaking. This week we're talking to Anthony Hamilton, UFC 177, August 30th in Sacramento. He's fighting Ruan Potts coming up. Another great fight up here at the heavyweight slot. Anthony, first, it's been a little bit since we've spoken to each other. How have you been in the last couple of fights? Obviously, we talked before the Daryl Schoonover fight, and then we didn't get a chance to talk before the Olenek fight. But take me back through the last two fights. We haven't really talked after the Daryl fights. Let's talk about Daryl, and then we'll talk about Alexei after that. How'd you feel coming out of that Daryl fight back in January?
I felt great, man. I worked hard on the cardio and the diet for that fight. It was my first fight working with a nutritionist, so I got my weight down pretty good, and I felt like I had a lot more energy and just a lot more endurance and stuff. So I continued that fight into the Olenek fight. That fight didn't really go the way that I wanted it to, but I still feel great. I'm still working with that same nutritionist, and hope that I can have a good showing this time around.
Now, what's been different? What's that nutritionist done as far as, first let's talk about recipes. What did you normally eat for breakfast before, and then with this new nutritionist, what are you eating now?
You know, I would try to always eat healthy and clean, but there wasn't really a strategy towards it. It wasn't really like anything planned out. I was just trying to eat, whatever I thought was healthy. With the nutritionist, I have things that are measured, weighed, they're exact down to exactly what I need for the day. How many meals are planned out, for that day. The meal is like precise. Okay, you're going to have, 2 egg whites, a piece of toast, and a little bit of fruit, or, like, I don't know how many grams, however much he says for that day. Whereas before I would just eat, I'll eat some eggs, I'll eat some cereal, I'll eat a banana, it was whatever. And this way it's a little bit more scientific, and I think it's better for me in the long run.
Now, is it a prepackaged meal where it comes in because it's already weighed out, or do you have to actually make the food yourself?
I make all the food myself. He gives me like a list of stuff for like a month, and then I make the meals every day, or some of the meals I make like on Sunday, I'll have them all pre-made for the week, the ones that I could already have made out, and the rest of them I just make them when I need them.
And what's it done for your weight? Like, has it brought your weight down, or has it just kept you the same weight but put on more muscle mass?
I was walking around at about 280, and then I would cut to the 265. Now I'm walking around at about 260, and then this last fight I weighed in at about 253. So it was like considerably different than it's ever been before. I didn't have to cut any weight. I was already 20 pounds plus less than what I'm usually am, and man, it was awesome. Man, I feel so much better and so much more energy.
Now let's talk about your win-loss record. You're 12-3 right now with 6 KOs, 1 submission, and 5 decisions. And you have 3 losses, 1 KO and 2 submissions. Now, of course, your last fight against Alexei, you lost by submission. You got caught by neck crank at about the 2-minute mark of the first round. So if you're looking at your record, it's more submissions than any other way of having losses, but you only lost 3 times. Is there an issue right now with if I'm Potts, I'm looking at your record trying to figure out a way to beat you. I'm trying to put together a good game plan. Do you think Potts is going to come out there and try to submit you and try to make this a grappling game more so because of your 2 submission losses? Or do you think he's going to stick with his old game plan of staying on the feet a little bit more?
Yeah, I think he's more of a submission guy. Anyways, I know he's got like 4 KOs and 4 submissions in his out of the 8 wins that he has. But I think his game is more submission based. And then definitely looking at my record, I have 2 submission losses and 1 KO. So, definitely I would think he thinks that he wants to take me down or get the fight to the ground and then try to work for the submission. So definitely I'm sure he's thinking about that. I don't think the submission is an issue. The guys that I fought that did catch me in those submissions are world class at what they do. I don't think Ruan Potts is world class at submissions. So, I think the fight is definitely going to be a good matchup for me.
Well, like I said, I haven't interviewed in a couple of fights, and your confidence and the way you sound is even more so than before the Daryl fight. Is it part of the diet and part of the new training regime, or is it just something now that you finally put it together and feel more comfortable in your own skin when you get inside that cage?
Yeah, I think it's just getting better every fight, man. I'm still, I don't have as many fights as some of these really, top of the food chain guys, but every fight is I'm getting better. I'm getting more experience and stuff, and I think it's that plus a combination of just, man, I'm working with great coaches and great training partners, and definitely the diet comes into play. So I feel like I have so much more energy and cardio, and I'm just getting more. To be more of a veteran in the sport, man. And so with that, I think the confidence comes.
Anthony, thanks for coming out here and spending a couple minutes with us here at MMAOddsBreaker. I appreciate it. It's going to be a great fight. UFC 177 August 30th. Up there in Sacramento. You guys have got to watch it. Anthony Hamilton coming out of the heavyweight division. A great competitor, and this is going to be a really, really exciting fight to watch. Anthony, thanks for coming out here. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Frank. Take care.